Your self-respect and dignity should never be for sale. The fact of the matter is, when a price can be put on your self-respect and dignity, it says a lot about your character or lack thereof. So you just want to compromise yourself just to get money. You want to compromise yourself just to make friends. You want to compromise yourself just to be well liked. So let me get this straight. You want to compromise yourself so you can be well liked? You want to compromise yourself so you can make more money? We already know what the fuck's going on out here in society. Everybody's about getting attention and getting money. You want attention that bad? You want money that bad? And I get it. We need money. We need money to survive. I get it. We all got to make a living. But at what cost? You want to make money that bad that you would degrade yourself. You want to make money that bad. You want to make friends that bad. You want everybody to like you that bad. Now, when it comes to money, if money gives you more options, which in turn allows you more freedom, really you're fooling yourself. The reason why is true freedom comes at a much higher price. If we're talking like real freedom, that comes at a much higher price. That's something you got to be willing to die for. And that's just the truth. That comes at a much higher price. And let me let you in on a little secret. That higher price doesn't have a specific amount. So there's no amount that you could place on it. You have to ask yourself, how much are you willing to sacrifice? How much are you willing to really sacrifice for true freedom? Let's be real. When we think about society, we're all slaves. We're all slaves. Like, that's just real talk. But you want to call it mental slaves or whatever, like, everybody's a slave. Nobody's actually free. Now, if you believe you're free, fine. Go ahead and believe that, fine. But think about true freedom and then think about if you're actually free. I more so look at it as middle management privileges masked as freedom. We're in sophisticated slavery. Let's just be real about it. I don't care how much money you make. You are a slave to the system. We are slaves to the system. That's a reality that some of us know, and it's a reality that apparently some people aren't aware of. But to get back to self-respect and dignity, those are things that shouldn't be for sale. But apparently we live in a society where it's on sale and people auction it off all the fucking time for attention and money. Probably money being the most important thing, but everybody wants some fucking attention. Everybody's out here attention seeking. People are willing to degrade themselves and sink themselves to an all-time low just for some fucking attention. Some people aren't even getting that kind of money. They're not even getting money like that, but they're just sacrificing their self-respect and dignity and character for attention. And this is just a message. You can shoot the messenger all you want. I don't care. But it's just a message. At the end of the day, people can do what the fuck they want to do. You could ignore this video. You could ignore this. But it needs to be said. Your self-respect and dignity should not be for sale. And I get it. I get it. We're in a system where you have to make money. You have to survive. You have to put food on the table. You have to pay the rent. You got to pay the mortgage. You got to keep the lights on. I get it. So, you got to make certain sacrifices. There's got to be some wiggle room right there. You got to make a few changes. You got to adjust. I get it. But always have in the back of your head, at what cost? When it's all said and done, there are ways to make money. There are ways to make friends, real friends, true friends, without sacrificing your self-respect and your dignity. It might take a little bit longer, but it's worth it. At least I think it's worth it. Can't speak for anybody else, but I think it's worth it. And I'll say this, if your goal is freedom, I would like to think all of our goals is freedom of some kind, whether it be financial or otherwise. I would like to think that you know that freedom comes at a higher cost. A cost with no specific amount. This is something I'm learning as well, because I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't have it all figured out. But I'm learning. I'm constantly on a mission to improve myself, because I don't have it all figured out. But I would like to think that true freedom comes at a much higher price, a price that doesn't have a specific amount, and a price that you're willing to pay, whatever that infinite amount is. But overall, your self-respect and dignity should never be for sale. Your soul should never be for sale. When we hear the term sellout, that's not just something in the black community. Let's just put that out there. A sellout, that's not something just for black people to say. That's not something in the black community. There's sellouts everywhere. There's sellouts in every race. There's sellouts all over the world. There's people that sell out every fucking day. We all sell out. I'll even throw myself in there. We all sell out on some level. Sellout isn't like some hip slang that's in the black community. Black people don't have a monopoly on the term sellout. Sellout is everywhere. Sellout is in every race. Every race is a sellout. Everybody in this fucking world is a sellout on some level. Anytime you do something that doesn't make you happy, you're selling out. And I'm not trying to come off self-righteous or anything. I'm in that too. Because guess what? When it comes to a job, when it comes to clocking in, when it comes to punching in, that's selling out. Especially if that's something that you don't want to do, that's selling out on some level. Now, don't get it twisted. There's levels to this shit. There is definitely levels to selling out. And there is a lesser of two evils. Sometimes you have to choose the lesser of two evils, depending on what the situation and the circumstances are. It's all good. We got to do what we got to do in the here and the now. But the mission should be true freedom. And that shouldn't come at the cost of your self-respect, your dignity, your character, your integrity, all of those great character traits. It shouldn't come at the complete cost of all that. You have to find some way to maintain all that. We have to find some way to maintain all of that. That's just real talk.